our group. Think of it as fuel. Fuel for the mortal body. All the creatures have to submit to such, or else they die from starvation.
Oh, like wood to fire. Is that where you get hot when you eat?
Something like that, actually, yes. That is actually how it's measured.
Well, that was an easy analogy.
A caloric unit is a specific amount of heat needed to bring something to a certain temperature. I believe the unit is a cup of water. But of course, we're not boiling water in our bodies, we're doing other things with our bodies. So, now you know. Like running, exactly.
And what are you doing with your body right now? Out for a stroll?
Or is it more your mind?
You can burn calories with an engaged mind. Not as much as physical movement, but it still helps. Just the simple act of existing consumes calories. Or else, as I said, you'd be dead. As for your question, Falk, I was out for a stroll.
By yourself?
Yes. I don't think any threats in this town would attempt that exist at all. And besides, the Velcaster gods do still make patrols around.
Boredom can be a threat. But if you want to stay by your lonesome, I won't stop you.
It is not boredom that engages me currently. Contemplation. Really. If you guys don't trust Eva, you guys are free to roll an insight check.
So, about that insight check. And shit. Alright, well.
She's just out for a stroll.
I think it's less like a matter of I don't trust her and more a matter of there are so few situations where she is not doing something. She doesn't seem the type to not be multitasking.
Contemplation is a task. Fighting. So, you guys can do math. You guys are, well, aware that your numbers aren't below the 20. You're not sure what she was up to. Maybe she was genuinely telling the truth. Again, not being bored or idle, but planning, plotting, contemplating.
Speaking of contemplation, Nova did bring up a very good point a moment ago. We should all consider what comes next.
Have you? Well, not yet.
I have some thoughts, but I think that's a group discussion.
Something for Lamorne, perhaps.
I agree with that.
For now, I think you all have earned a bath and a bed.
I would ask if we need a bath because of prestidigitation, but even then, I think Jin would still want to take a bath because, like, it might be magically clean, but I don't feel clean.
Right?
There's definitely some
it's a psychological thing
in that. Yeah, in the bath, in the water.
It's a psychological element.
The Japanese are very fond of baths, so that tracks.
Bathing is pretty good.
So you guys begin making your way back. As you guys make your way back, well, let's change gears. What was Dolly doing all the while? They're out for probably only an hour, to be honest.
She's the only conscious PC that's there.
Yep.
To be honest, unless anyone else approached her with anything, she probably would take this time to rest, given her plans. She wants some...
Yeah. Never mind. I was gonna say maybe Theo had something, but nah, catch a moment of rest. You would just sort of hear Mina and Faiz just sort of planning. Again, Faiz's next steps, what to do. Hearing you don't catch the contents of it, but just know that they're talking about Mina's older brother, the specter that is haunting her.
She probably wouldn't fully fall asleep, but I imagine she'd like lean on the table and start dozing a little bit.
Yep. And you're promptly awoken when you hear several sets of footfalls coming up the staircase, revealing your guys' triumphant heroes of jogging. Did anyone else
Eva.
have anything for the night, or were you guys content in going me?
Getting up at 3 a.m. to get another serving as like a late night snack, and then also going to bed.
What a fat
Uh-oh, you see Dahlia in the fridge getting the cheese. She's eating handfuls of shredded cheese.
Just slowly backs away.
I will say Nova doesn't end up going back to the Ash Warden's place, nor does she end up going to sleep. She was awake like the entire night, either hanging on the balcony, on the couches inside, or on the rooftop. Yeah.
When we see her in the morning,
Go
does she
talk to
seem
Nova.
tired, or?
Badger goes to talk to Nova.
After everybody falls asleep.
Okay, so we have a lot of late night activities happening right now.
Yes.
Very good.
Nighttime is the free time. It's just like in real life.
This is very important. Who gets Lisa's and Francis's bed? Who gets bed status?
I mean, Dahlia hears people coming up the stairs. She fucking vaults over the table and runs towards the bedroom. Nah, she can almost sleep anywhere. Almost. She's not a goblin, but she is a guru. So she's not picky.
I don't know.
Baez would advocate for Mina,
Hmm.
and she doesn't know why.
I mean, I'm not gonna argue, so she can take
No,
it.
Sure.
same. I think Kadok would feel a little awkward imposing on someone else's bed.
Yeah, it's
Maybe
a weird
hesitant.
scenario.
So Lisa's bed is free. I mean, if you guys aren't gonna take it, then Theo might, Theo.
He doesn't need that sleep.
Blind man, take it.
This motherfucker will just
Deprive
stand
him
in
of
that
the
room.
pleasures for lying.
I can't remember. Was it revealed to us that he doesn't need to sleep?
No, I think it was formally no.
Hmm.
I guess in that regard, he could stay out here with Roma.
That might be a good call in case something kicks up.
Mhm.
What? No.
But also, so he just
has
for
a
no
3
particular
rooms.
reason.
Kadok will
Joe, go
spend
there.
some time reading in his journal, trying to make some more progress.
We'll come back to that. We'll sleep in this room with you, Jed. You already you already know how he sounds when he sleeps. To the point where he's like, "Hey, this might sound weird. Don't judge me for this. I'm just saying it's comfy. Can you take the sack and like hang it from somewhere and I can sleep?"
Judging. I'm judging.
Do hammocks
You're not there.
exist?
You're not there.
Yeah. Do hammocks exist as a concept to him?
Yeah, 100%.
Oh, okay. So you basically want a hammock?
What's that?
Basically, you put a cloth between two trees just hanging.
Come on, Jin. There's no trees in here. What's that? Coat. Hang it there now.
Between 2 points in general. Yes, I can hang up the bag so you can sleep.
All right. Sack me up.
I was trying so hard to avoid the word sack. Why would you say that again? And I put him in the bag.
You bag him, you tag him, and you put him against his coat rack, which is over here.
And then I throw him out the window.
Nice and dark. Scratchy material. Oh, just like him.
I pat the bag approximately where I hope his head is.
Ow.
Good night. Good night, Blitz. Do not get into trouble, please.
You'll be the first to know.
Hey.
You think about that for a second, and it doesn't sound as calming.
It doesn't sound as
you might have
reassuring.
intended it.
Yeah. And then, like, the moment he's about to pass, I was like, oh, that's a... Just the worst snoring in the world.
This is the NPC room. It's canon. It's just the NPC room. So, late night activities.
What are these arrows?
Dahlia, you assemble your crew. as you think people are going to bed. Clearly, people aren't going to bed. And you don't quite know if people are going to bed at this fucking rate.
No one sleeps ever.
Yes, not. Regardless, you assemble your motley crew. You actually just allocate yourselves not where you guys are on the map, but where you're sleeping.
Okay.
Yeah. Really? You're gonna steal the bed. Share the bed.
Is there like a
the
rug
bed.
under the
What
table,
is it?
or is it
Is
just
this
the hard
room?
floor?
That's bathroom.
Okay, yeah, I'll sleep here.
I was gonna say Dahlia would offer to drag a mattress in here in case
Yeah,
something
like
happens.
you guys have a few mattresses to, like
Yeah.
dole out to places, so it's not like you
Oh,
guys
okay.
are. These are like just beds. Like
You don't get the bed though. She's cruel like that.
Sleeping wise,
Sleeping
I
under the
think.
table.
You're sleeping on the table.
Nice.
Don't bring your
Oh.
goddamn horse in here.
I'll sleep in here with Jin and
Blit.
She smells.
You guys are advocates for his peace, right? Totally. Teehee. What if you guys wake up and he's not there? He like betrayed you guys.
I'll plant a spy in here.
then he has his doom.
That would be effective. Jen would be like,
Horse
oh, look,
is
a horse.
standing up, so just put her right in front of the door.
It's over there.
You can put her right
Imagine
on
how
top of him.
terrifying would that
Oh,
be?
but
You
he's
open the
hanging.
door at night and
It's a
there's
horse.
a horse in front of you.
I would say this sack room is where Mittens is at.
This is exactly
would
what
be
Jen
more
wanted!
effective.
He
He didn't
is
know there was a horse in the area.
pointedly. Mittens has pointedly ignored all of your presence this entire evening. Like as you enter that room, you put Blit in the sack and put the sack on the hanger. You see, like there's like a book or a bookshelf that's like over here,
Hmm.
and then he's just chilling on top of it, like yeah,
Okay.
he's just vibing.
Can Jen give him some scritches before going to bed?
I don't know, room your animal handling.
Well, my animal handling, you say? Fucking try this. Get destroyed. That's a 20
You're
something.
allowed to pet him 3 times.
Excellent.
Only 3. Any more, he will bite you.
He goes 1, 2, 3. Starts leaning towards the next one. Gets the glare. Backs up.
You may have 2.5,
Two
and
and a
then
half.
3, but not beyond 3.
Not to be all.
The 2.5 can be delayed a little longer to the point where it's a 2.55, and then a 2.60,
6.
and then a 6.5, and then a 7, and then a 7.5, and then 3, but no more. You're welcome.
You may pet it thrice.
Thank you, Lord Mittens.
I pet it thrice. I didn't say the increments thereof. So, late night activities. We start with Dahlia. You assemble your confidants, for lack of a better word, and to use Persona 5 terms, and meet outside the shop.
Wherever the other two suggest, she is following their sneaky lead. Leads. There's 2 of them.
You wouldn't see any reason to go that far.
I mean, that's fair. I'm just saying.
Although Nova being constantly awake is its own thing, but also she was like a conspirator in sending the note around, so how bad can it
Yeah.
be? So, yeah, it's just meet outside.
She's not a doll, so it's fine.
Yeah.
I don't remember the exact wordage, but Dahlia would cut straight to the point and just essentially say what the doll said to her, including the part of sneaking away.
right. 3 days time, we're green on your sesh. Which fuck, you heard it, so, so you're like, oh, yes. I know. But Eva didn't, so
And Dahlia doesn't know that you know.
that's true.
Yeah, it makes a comment of like, yeah, I overheard you. He doesn't need people knowing how good his ears are.
Cut him off. Hear this.
Interesting.
I have literally nothing to make of that.
It is rather vague in its quest. She does air quotes. Its goals. The pursuit of power is ever present in many, many cultures and people. Is what one
Curadoc-
does when they have that power. That is the question.
I don't know if it's helpful, but Caradoc confirmed what I was thinking when Miss Lisa spoke up. That whole family thing affected it somehow.
What do you mean?
It flinched when Lisa said to get out of her house.
Give me a second.
Mhm.
You guys are about to go to bed, right? You guys are about to go to
Hopefully.
sleep.
Hopefully nothing happens.
6.
Caradoc, get up. We need you for a second. Just close your ears.
I wasn't dreaming.
So 16. I have heard of this before, but
Where's
only
my book?
peripherally. It doesn't have much place in the Empire, although I'm sure it finds its purchase here and there.
While out with it.
Was only that a shared experience, bond, familial ties, almost gives a home life. Not in a sentient way, don't get me wrong, or any naturalistic spirit like the recent realms or some such, but just that there's a presence embedded into the walls of the place for as long as the family exists and lives in there, and sometimes beyond.
Can't say I've heard of that, but I'm not surprised.
I doubt you have had need to have heard of it. There were reportedly, by some accounts I've read, that there were creatures that were pushed back by such thresholds, in the manner similar to one swimming upstream. Sometimes the current is so strong that you have to get out. Other times you can power through it. It depends on how strong the current was. But, again, those creatures are rare or gone. But perhaps rare is what we've encountered now.
That makes it easier to find out what it is, right?
Potentially. It definitely rules out many things. But she thinks for a moment, I am sorry to say we're gonna have to likely have to go the direction it wants to find out more. Not in the sense of following through with its request, but there is a place in Eulonia, well, many places in Eulonia that have archives of such folkloric creatures and such. It's rather common in Eulonian culture. The Syriac Empire, we have none such. Our folkloric tales are from the people that were annexed into the Empire, sure, but we have a different mythos about us. And of course, we don't need to deal with such creatures anymore, not with the Emperor's Light being able to scour them away. But very good, very good. Base.
Dahlia gives a look that's like, yeah, your Emperor is so great and everything. Move on.
Yes, he is. Yeah, he's so awesome. My god could be a your god.
Nuh-uh, my god
My
can
god
poison
is
your
much
god.
bigger than yours.
If I were to have to choose a place in Eulonia to find it, I would have to pick its capital, Val Emmet. It has many an archive and library that one could research it on, as I said, such folkloric creatures. And if I'm being transparent, I still have to go find my contact, or rather my father's contact.
And that's in Eulonia as well.
Correct.
Yeah, Dahlia's gonna say it's in that direction.
She nods. I spoke of Nibble a little bit ago. She looks at you back on the road when you were jogging with Nova. I just spoken of Nimble. He has his feelers out there, and he's, well, by the time I actually we make our way out there, I'll have a more solid direction.
How soon are you trying to go that way?
I do want to continue and finish my tutelage. But after that, I see no reason to stay here. And I don't mean this as some sort of humble brag, but I have been taking the lessons from Conrad. She looks to you, Dahlia. That's the blackbird on site. And I wouldn't be surprised if he was listening right now. She looks back to you, Falk. I've been picking up pretty
Sorry, what did
fast.
she say? I didn't process that at all. What did she say? After
Conrad is the blackbird on site. Which might not carry any meaning to Dahlia.
Okay. Because I was like, I don't think I know what that means.
As a player, you definitely would have heard it, but as Dahlia, you probably wouldn't have. The blackbirds are the spooks. Well, another type of spook that's
Yeah, so many.
The Hoogans
Oh,
and
I
the
see.
Moonins.
Special links.
Dahlia wouldn't know what that is, though.
You have the Lord Stark Empire, don't you? So roll that.
I do. She do. Oh my god. Sorry, my mouse is acting up again. Me, not bad.
Not bad, not bad. You probably have heard some rumor of them. Probably from some goblins that your people traded with. Spouting them more akin to like a boogeyman, which is ironic considering they are the ones that have boogeyman in their ranks. So it's a boogeyman, the boogeyman fear.
How badly would they have told it? Would she believe that they were real, do you think?
Goblins exaggerating superstition. I could see it like either way. Like you're probably like that
I think
sounds
it'd be
fucking
really funny if
insane.
she's like, those are real? But hold on. Those are real?
They are.
I guess I shouldn't be so surprised. I heard from goblins, so give them a look like, you know.
You stay to the Sviarans and like, yep, get it, yep, 100%.
Good.
So, my time here, I think, is pretty limited. Picking up the content rather quickly. Although your own... She rolls her hands at the direction of your pistol, Falk. Your own calling is yet to fully emerge, right? We'll get there in due time.
As I've said, I believe he's in the Ventori League, but there's also the Dream Rampant.
He?
Krusp. Sergeant. No, I'll tell you something in case you've forgotten.
I think I know, but by all means.
Yes. Gotta go chase after Irina.
He nods.
She has this sort of forlorn smile on her face, almost like a porcelain doll. Like, she didn't expect anything different, but she's just sort of sad that your direction has to be that way.
Mhm.
Right. Well, we still have some time in town before we have any fond farewells. So, let's try to put it to proper use. As for the doll, just sighs, sort of puffing her cheeks like, in a sudden regard by its mercy. I don't know if it's a good idea, but it might be, again, one of the only avenues. We could try speaking to the Magos in question, the one that made it. Surely he would have some self-interest in it, considering how it threatened his life. Perhaps he might be able to, in her words, enslave it, push her out.
Mostly worried about what it would do to stop that if it found out.
I don't know.
Was there any response I felt when I did protection from evil and good?
Oh, that's a very good point. We should sort of gloss past that. Roll me a I think an Arcana roll. I think it's probably the best one. Yeah. Not bad.
That guy.
You would've-
If
Yeah, you would have been at the time.
Yeah.
So 21. You definitely felt something being not shunted, but deflected. Not fully, though. Not fully. More like rediverted. That's probably the best way to describe it. It's still going. It's still flowing. You're just pushing it away. So you're mitigating or neutralizing something there. Although there's only so many dark influences that can be in this party, right? So
yeah.
You say that.
but there can
But
be
we
more
keep
crash.
finding more and more.
but it's like, I'm an Eldritch God!
Shut up, Blit! Smack him.
I was sleeping, I was dreaming. What did I say?
You're an idiot.
I knew that. So yeah, 21, it was effective. Like, if it tried to, I would say, wrest control of Roma, because it's not fully possessing her.
Mhm.
It's in a manner sort of spiritually and physically manipulating her, but it's not getting in her body. But there is some element of her that is in her body. So it's like, it would help against it. It just wouldn't outright stop it.
Right. So, I think Hawk's takeaway from that, and he'll voice it now, is when I used my magic on her to try and give her the Emperor's protection, I felt something. It was effective in some capacity, and that gives me hope. It's no secret that I'm a novice when it comes to magic, but the fact that even I was able to do something, I don't think this thing's as powerful as it wants us to think.
Good.
Perhaps the lies of the Emperor often lie. But not the lies of lies of the Emperor.
What'd you say?
Whoa!
The enemies of the Emperor often lie.
You went and took a look at her after. Did you see the talisman that I gave her? Because Dahlia didn't.
Yeah, you did a medical examination, but you're focused more on the squishy bits, not the worn bits.
You're asking Hawk?
Yes.
Yeah.
Falk.
Hawk. Oh, thank you, Falk. That's the first one in the session, I think.
You got better.
Hawk did see it, right?
Yeah.
He gives a nod.
And
And what?
was it fine? Did it do anything?
He didn't take a close enough look to know if it did anything, but was it intact? Was it fine?
It was cracked severely. Not shattered, but yeah.
Yeah.
So if it was like a consumable, it must have done something.
Gotcha. There was a crack on it.
So it did do its job too.
Did. Maybe. Past tense.
Well, if you're able to replicate the craft.
Theo helped. I might talk to him about making some more.
She chuckles, like, well, a scoff, I guess, more than a chuckle. She just sort of scoffs.
Raise an eyebrow at her.
I imagine Theorin is going to be with the company for the next foreseeable while, so might as well put him to work.
And, which one of us is going to dig her grave? The poor girl. I mean, to think that Roma died so soon into our journey together. Oh, Percy! Oh no, you're here!
That's what you're doing.
I didn't know she joined.
I was like, he's doing this for a bit.
She summoned me.
I was confused. I was like, are we gonna kill her? Okay, just kidding.
I mean, if the possession's not bad, then.
I don't remember.
I'm not volunteering. I'm not digging a grave for no one. We'll
No,
dig
that
her
wasn't
body.
canon. That was a verbid. That was
That was
verbid.
good, that was good.
That wasn't canon. Rewind time. So, follow up with Theorin. Perhaps he can help. Well, perhaps he knows more on the situation than he appears.
He's been very forthright with us so far.
I suppose.
Hope it was helpful acting like I was on its side.
It
when We were
was.
talking to it. I don't know how long I can keep that up if I'm gonna be telling everyone what I know.
My worry is that you commit to the farce too much.
Sometimes such is necessary. Putting on the disguise, believing it.
I'm worried that the skies will put on her. Rome is not the only one with a puppet master pulling her strings.
How has your companion been?
Quiet.
Shelley. She's quirks an eyebrow. That not fully promising.
I think in an effort to forego thinking real hard, she'll just kind of not close her eyes, but kind of like space out a little bit and just go, "How are you anyway?" Clearly talking to herself.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, I'm doing all right. That was a lovely dinner. Could have used some other ingredients, but take what you can get.
Wasn't like home. It was alright.
Nah, pretty good. Definitely better than a lot of other fare we've had on the road. Are you getting suspicious on me now?
When have I not been? Since we
Ah.
left home.
I've always been on your side, whether you like it or not.
You
You're
say
only
that.
lying. You're only lying to yourself right now, Dahlia. I'm the one keeping us honest.
Anyway, what do you think of that thing?
That thing's from beyond the world. Dark, malicious. I think we'd be
Dahlia
real
will say
fucking stupid if we decide to honor its request, because it sounds like we're gonna be signing our own death warrants. Because that's assuming it's trustworthy and doesn't just toss us aside once it gets a new body.
I think Dahlia will say exactly what Lutravu is saying as they're saying it. To tell the other two, because the other two can't.
Yeah. Even us
Inside
fucking
her head.
eyebrow.
That's
I
what it said.
suppose I shouldn't be too surprised that Lutravu is so cynical.
I'm a bit surprised it's not willing to scratch its back in exchange for the same.
You can go ahead and tell Hawk that I'm only willing to make those deals if I know I'm winning them.
Volk,